So my name is Jon Hinojosa. I'm the President and Chief Innovation Officer of SMU. It's an organization that has been in San Antonio, Texas for 29 years. It's a program that's focused on urban inner-city economically disadvantaged youth, but more importantly, its heart and its work is the creative world and arts education. So we started very small in a section of our city and started with just 12 students from one high school. We were open 2 days out of the week. 29 years later, we serve about 250 young people on a year-round basis and about 3,500 kids in community settings. And we have 4 distinct disciplines, so visual arts, film and photography, digital coding, creative coding, and theater arts. I've been around for a very long time. I have been in the nonprofit arts field and work for almost 3 decades. And in that time, I have worked and partnered with a variety of different leaders in the city of San Antonio's Department of Arts and Cultural Affairs. The context with most of those initial relationships, it was more of a delegate agency, an organization that was going to get support and funds, but it really wasn't a relationship and a partnership and a collaboration. That sort of changed. It changed for a couple of reasons. It changed because 3 years ago, we all went through a pandemic and everything changed in the structure. The other reason that changed is the majority of the funding that the Department of Arts and Culture in San Antonio gives is through hotel-motel occupancy. And so that sort of went away. But then the other, I think the most positive change is that there was the transition in leadership with Executive Director of the Department of Arts and Culture. Because of the issues that arts organizations were having with funding and support and protocols and policies based on the pandemic, we started working together collaboratively as arts agencies, recognizing that we needed to do that we shouldn't always be looking at being competitive because we're all after the same dollars, but we should really recognize that we're part of this important cultural ecosystem that is part of San Antonio. They recognized what the needs and the issues were, and in working collaboratively together, we were able to get additional, it was called care support from the city of San Antonio that was coming through the federal government, but more importantly, in partnership with the cultural arts agencies and the Department of Arts and Culture with this new leadership, we were able to work to get some significant dollars from the American Recovery Act, the ARPA funds. We couldn't have done it if we weren't partnering and collaborating with the Department of Arts and working together to make sure that we were communicating with each other about the meetings that were coming, the information that we wanted to share, making sure that we had the data and all of the information that we wanted to make sure our city leaders and city council folks knew. And so that to me was the reminder that it should not always be a transactional relationship, it should be a collaborative partnership. And I'm really grateful and excited that that's what happened. To me, what I would recommend and suggest to other cultural arts agencies in other cities is that commitment to partnership and that commitment to trust and that commitment to supporting each other, because again, we're all part of this ecosystem. The large major institutions, the mid-sized institutions, the community organizations that have small staffs, if we work and support each other and we build on that, then what that does is sort of lays this foundation for continued future work. I always considered their leaders of arts agencies my colleagues. Now, honestly, I can say that they're no longer just my colleagues, they're my friends. And we're working together to continue to not only make a commitment to the agencies and the work and the bottom line of the work that we do, but really understanding that it's a partnership and a collaboration and that we can do more.
For more information about SMU DataArts research, please see the links in the video description and visit our website. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter to stay up to date on the latest in arts research, and be sure to follow us on social media.